never stray from the path, never eat a windfall apple, and never trust a man whose eyebrows meet. The Company of Wolves is not a werewolf movie about monsters in the woods. It is about why humans invented werewolves in the first place, and what they were really afraid of. This film looks like a fairy tale, but it hides something older, darker, and much more dangerous. Under the red cloaks and candlelight is a map of real werewolf beliefs, sexual fear, and social control that goes back hundreds of years. By the end of this video, you will understand why the wolves in this movie are not cursed beasts. They are punishments, warnings, and mirrors. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. The Company of Wolves came out in 1984, but it does not behave like an 80s horror movie. There is no hero, no clear villain, no final victory. Instead, the entire film unfolds inside a dream. A young girl named Roseleen falls asleep in a modern house and dreams herself into an old forest world that feels like the late 1700s. This matters because that time period was when real werewolf panic was at its peak across Europe. This is not fantasy time. This is folklore time. In this world, wolves are everywhere. They watch, they wait, they listen. And the rules are simple. Never stray from the path. Never eat a windfall apple. Never trust a man whose eyebrows meet. These are not cute fairy rules. They are survival rules. In real European folklore, werewolves were not born under a full moon. They were accused. Most historical werewolf trials targeted men accused of sexual violence, adultery, or attacking women and children. The wolf became a way to explain male desire that society could not control. That is why every dangerous man in this film has the same mark: eyebrows that meet. It is not about hair, it is about instinct. In folklore, the wolf represents hunger without shame, desire without apology, action without permission. The Company of Wolves never shows transformation as a curse. It shows it as release. Angela Lansbury's grandmother character is not wise. She is terrified. Every story she tells Roseleen ends the same way. A man wants something, a woman pays for it. Her first story is about a groom who leaves his wedding bed and becomes a wolf. When he returns years later, furious that his bride moved on, he is killed. The message is clear. Male desire does not fade. It waits. Her second story brings in the devil himself, arriving in a modern car, offering transformation like a gift. The boy accepts, grows hair, feels powerful, and then is trapped and screaming. This is folklore saying the same thing again and again. Desire feels good until it owns you. Here is the problem the movie refuses to answer directly. What if the wolf is not the danger? What if the danger is pretending it does not exist? The villagers hunt wolves constantly. They burn them, they kill them, they celebrate when they think they have won. And every single time, the body turns human. The film keeps asking the same question. If killing wolves reveals humans, who is the real monster? Roseleen meets the huntsman in the forest. He flirts. He challenges. He lies. And yes, his eyebrows meet. He reaches her grandmother's house first and kills her. This is the moment where every fairy tale ends with punishment. But it does not. When the huntsman is injured, he transforms into a wolf, broken and afraid. Instead of running, Roseleen sits down. She touches him. She comforts him. This is the moment where the entire film turns inside out. Roseleen does not reject the wolf. She understands it, and because of that, she becomes one. The villagers arrive to kill the werewolf. They expect a beast. They find a girl. Roseleen has crossed the line her grandmother warned her about. Not because she was tricked, but because she chose to. She does not return to the village. She runs into the forest, and the wolves multiply. They break out of the dream. They invade the real house. They crash through the walls of safety. Adults build for children. The message is brutal and honest. You cannot lock instinct outside forever. This film is not anti-woman, it is anti-fear. It is about what happens when fear is taught instead of truth. When girls are told that danger lives only outside themselves. When instincts are treated like sins instead of signals. The film says something deeply uncomfortable. Teaching girls to fear wolves does not keep them safe. It teaches them shame. It teaches them to doubt their own hunger, curiosity, and desire. And that shame becomes a cage. Invisible, inherited, passed down like a warning whispered in the dark. The wolves in this film are not evil. They do not lie. They do not hide what they are. They do not pretend to be harmless while planning harm. The humans do that. The villagers smile, pray, judge, and punish. They deny what lives inside them. And that denial turns them cruel. That is why one character says the wolves in the forest are more decent than humans. Because wolves do not wear masks. They do not dress their hunger in morality. The company of wolves survives because it refuses to explain itself. It does not give answers. It whispers. It warns. It asks questions most horror films are too afraid to touch. What happens when desire is punished instead of understood? What happens when fear is treated like wisdom? What happens when the wolf stops being outside and starts living inside us? And once you understand that, the scariest thing in the forest is no longer the howl. It is the silence right before it.